Hello, Gaia here with Kathy Rain to Soothsayer. I am so excited to start up this one. This is the original game that caught my eye, and then I found out that it had a first one that came out not that long ago. So, very exciting. I love the music in this game. I really love the music in the first game actually, but this one. You can just sit with this one for a bit. I love it so much. So, Kathy Rain 2 Soothsayer came out in 2025. Very new. I think it came out in like November. I think it's like that new. So quite different than the 2016 first one. I'm really excited to hop back into this, see how they go about bringing back Kathy. I do know that it is the same voice actor for Kathy Rain, so I'm really glad for that. She has quite a distinct voice, and I just love her tone for this character. She can be really sensitive at times, and she can also throw the sass when she needs to. So, very exciting. Per usual, new game, new problem, so always let me know if stuff just isn't loud enough, or if it's too loud. Always let me know. Okay. I do believe that there is a recap for the first game, which I will just allow it to play. If you want to see me play through the first game, I have 3 streams of it. Check out those VODs if they're still here on Twitch, or they will be on YouTube. I have played Kathy Rain before Kathy Rain 2, and yes, I will allow the recap to play, because I did play the director's cut actually.
In 1995, my grandfather died in Conwell Springs, my hometown. I returned for the funeral after being away since childhood. In 1995,
There we go.
I learned that my grandpa had been investigating strange occurrences surrounding a mysterious presence in the forest. However, something happened to him in the woods, putting him in a vegetative state for over a decade. To solve this mystery, I teamed up with Eileen Summers, my college roommate. A Christian nerd and a biker badass. It was a match made in heaven. A local church turned out to harbor a secret cult worshiping the malevolence in the woods, referring to it as the Old God. An endangered hallucinogenic flower, the red scythe, was somehow connected to the Old God's power. As we came closer to the truth, a servant of the Old God made himself known in dreams and visions, the Crimson One, a scheming trickster. Things came to a head when the priest of the corrupt church, Isaac Price, abducted Eileen, intending to offer her to the Old God. I managed to track them down and have Isaac thrown in jail, but Eileen was in a catatonic state and was about to suffer the same fate as my grandfather. I continued alone and found my way into a great field of red scythes in the depths of the forest. Greeted by the Crimson One, I descended into the Old God's bizarre realm, a place straddling the line between the physical and the otherworldly. The powers of that place tried to break me. My past trauma was manifested and turned against me, including my shadow, an evil doppelganger. I defeated these foes and emerged back into the real world. As I left Conwell Woods, I set the flowers ablaze to eradicate the evil at its root. In my absence, Isaac Price took the coward's way out in his jail cell. When I returned, Eileen had awoken. She was safe. It was time for us both to go back home.
Yep, as it says, mature content, trigger warnings, all that. There was a lot of intense subjects in the first game, so I would expect nothing different in this one. Okay, so it's 1998 in this one. The first game was 1995.
We're closed. For fuck's sake.
Hey, kid.
Oh, Lucas.
Gee, what happened to you? Looks like somebody's been through the ringer.
You should mind your own business, old man, before I bring up your ex-wife.
Hey now, I'm just looking out for a former student of mine. And you're always my business.
Oh, I bet I am. That's the only way a has-been like you could ever stay relevant.
Ha! Yeah, that must be it. Now, you gonna invite me in and just let me stand here like an asshole?
Fine, come in then. You want some coffee?
Yeah, I got enough, old sis, thank you very much. That brew you make is rancid.
Oh, I did that on purpose. I wanted to do detective work, not dumb chores like some air-brained secretary.
Feigning incompetence, huh? Clever move.
I guess so. I just wish that shrewdness of mine could make me some money.
There's my segue. Did you hear the news on the Soothsayer?
I never took you for a sucker, Lucas. This is Cassidy. There's no way that reward is legit.
You're wrong. Mayor Adams is different. He's the real deal.
And you know this how exactly?
Well, because it just so happens that I was hired to find dirt on the guy. I got nada. Zip. He's a total Boy Scout.
Whatever. We're still talking about a serial killer. Do I look suicidal to you?
Kinda. You passed out at noon, stinking of booze, and that eviction notice hanging over your head isn't doing you any favors.
That's none of your concern. I'm handling it. I just need a goddamn case. A normal case. Free of homicidal maniacs.
Don't know what to tell you, kid. Things are looking kinda dry on that front, you dig?
Oh, God. Please don't try to sound hip, Lucas. Your Dick Tracy imitation is cringeworthy enough.
I suppose you could always pawn off that bike of yours. Buy you another month or two.
Tell him, Mildred. Lose the Catmobile? I'd rather chop off my left tit.
I may be a has-been, but I'm fairly sure that self-mutilation won't do you much good. A couple $100K, on the other hand.
I love money just as much as the next girl, but, I mean, this isn't just a long shot. It's about as likely as Mildred turning vegan and taking up juggling.
Come on, one more case, for old time's sake. 50-50 split. How could anyone beat my rugged charm and your youthful vigor?
Lucas, we both know you're about as charming as a clown at a funeral. And the last time I saw my vigor was 3 tequila bottles ago.
All right. I know what I'm beating. I'll drop it.
Look, thanks for the tip. I might actually take a shot at that bounty, but you need to accept that we're not a team anymore. We had a good run, but I have my own thing going. Look, see? My name is on the frosted glass and everything.
I can respect that. You're not allergic to a little quid pro quo from time to time, though, are you?
Now, that I can do. That's how the world works anyway. It's all just an endless circle jerk of quid pro fucking quo.
I don't quite see things that way, but my door is always open if you'd like to discuss the case.
Sure. May the best woman win.
You telling me I'd look good in a dress? Later, kid.
Bye, Lucas. Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. I should have information on the Soothsayer somewhere in this room.
Okay. Oh, I actually quite like this. It's not really just popping up with all the names. That was a little bit overwhelming in the first game. So far, I'm loving the look and sound of this game. And the kitty. Hi, Mildred.
Who's the best fluff ball?
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't agree more.
Cutie. Oh, I'm sorry. I was adjusting things. Okay.
Mildred's abode.
Inside, radio, living area. Oh,
My private investigator's license issued last year.
nice.
I was worried how Lucas would react, so I applied for it behind his back. I couldn't have been more wrong, though. That old fart has been nothing but supportive since then. That cranky drawer is stuck good. I know Eileen had some magic trick to get it open. Too bad she's not around.
Oh, I'm actually kind of glad that she's sort of still in contact with Eileen. I hope we'll be seeing her. Difficult since we're not in Conwell Springs, but I would hope that we'd be seeing at least Eileen, maybe a character or two from the first game. That'd be really fun.
The Yellow Pages. Handy for looking up people and businesses. Huh. I wish it was that easy.
Nice. Got an achievement for that. Not going to be that easy. Tried to wrap up the case before it begins. Okay. Very nice. I'm actually working on achievements from the first game. I really wanted to do another playthrough, and some of the achievements are pretty wild. Like, it's setting fire to things or trying to use the stun gun on Grandma at the funeral. I don't even know. Pretty wild. Also, it should be obvious, but I'm going to say it anyway. There's going to be spoilers from the first game. I'm going to end up connecting things to the first game. I'm just going to be talking about it. So, if you want to avoid any spoilers, feel free to go and watch those VODs.
The city we're in, unfortunately. Thanks for the headache, you Mexican jerk. Yeah. Maybe there's something about the killings in these papers. All right. I found a few interesting articles about the most recent murder.
Oh, look at her. She's still got her lighter. Oh, lockpicks, though. Oh, no cigarettes. Huh. Okay. Soothsayer targets best-selling author. Cassidy serial killer hits high-profile victim. At age 49, the one and only Deborah Sinclair was tragically taken from us. She was stabbed to death on May 8th in her iconic cabin. The chilling signature mirror left on the scene. Signature mirror left on the scene made it clear that she had become yet another Soothsayer victim. We are told by sources in the Cassidy Police Department that there was no sign of a break-in and no items of value were stolen. The cause of death came as no surprise, acute blood loss caused by sharp force trauma. The circumstances surrounding this crime are strikingly similar to the original casualty of the Soothsayer, Rose Taylor, also a middle-aged woman stabbed to death in her home. I'll have to take note of these names. This makes 5 victims in 3 months. The lack of results on the case is starting to anger the citizens of Cassidy. Mayor Adams gave the following statement on May 11th. I'll be the first to admit that I hope to see swifter progress concerning these killings. We plan to evaluate more radical measures in the coming weeks. The chief of police had no comment. Interesting. I like that there's side stuff on here too. Deborah. There's a science fair. The pest control stuff. Final Cassidy mine closed. Well, I would not be too surprised if something came about with that mine, if I'm honest. Okay. Marnie's grand opening. I wonder if we'll go to Marnie's. Okay, so Deborah Sinclair is the most recent one as far as we know. And what was the first one? The original was Rose Taylor. Okay, just gonna take note of these. Original. Interesting that they're middle-aged women. Yeah, and then Deborah Sinclair. Best-selling author. Okay. Oh yeah, so that was from the 13th, this newspaper was. There's also a newspaper from May 9th. This is also linked to Deborah. Soothsayer viciously murders Deborah Sinclair. The famous writer's life has met an abrupt end. Sinclair with her tea. We are devastated to report that the 5th victim... Oh, okay, so she's the 5th. Dang. I wonder why they're calling it a serial killer. Okay. We are devastated to report that the 5th victim of the Soothsayer was none other than acclaimed author Deborah Sinclair, one of the most recognized faces of Cassidy. Loyal readers of Sinclair may realize that the previous victim, Jane Doe, was slain on the publication anniversary of Storm Chaser, one of Sinclair's classic novels. A simple coincidence, or do these murders have a deeper connection to the author? The murder occurred in Sinclair's famous writer's retreat near the border of the national park. The National Park Service was first on the site and is currently in control of the crime scene. As the NPS lacks the necessary training and resources to conduct murder investigations, we should expect that the crime scene will soon be handed over to the Soothsayer Task Force at the KPD. I'm guessing we'll be dealing with the KPD, being a private investigator ourselves. For now, the body has been transported to the city morgue, awaiting clearance for a pathological examination. Chief Ranger Samuel Walker had the following comment. I like how even the Chief Ranger had a comment and not the Chief of Police. We are still establishing all of the facts surrounding this crime. Please be patient. We all want to do right by Deborah. Deborah Sinclair was a longtime friend of the Gazette and led a prolific life with more than 30 novels published during her lifetime. On this sad day, we mourn the loss of a cultural icon, and we pray that her death will be the last at the hands of the vile Soothsayer. And their historic statue was vandalized, it seems, over here. More about Marnie's opening. Sports car specialist. Oh, and there was a power outage. Okay. The Cassidy Gazette.
All right, I think that's everything I've got on Deborah in here. When I'm ready to leave, I should be able to learn more about the other victims at the library.
Okay, I'm just looking.
What bills? Never saw those. Nope, no siree. When there's new messages, it blinks. It's high-tech like that.
Oh, okay. Pinned article.
An article in the Chicago Tribune about the Whitmore affair. My big breakthrough case last year. I've been meaning to get it framed, but I've been too busy with important things. You know, like drinking alone.
Can I go to the living area? Oh, nice. Poster, handbag. Oh, beer, of course.
It's a photo I took of the West End Bridge here in the city back in the day. Teenage Kathy had one of those artsy photographer phases. Eileen and me, before Rain Investigation started going downhill. We worked great together, didn't we? I wish things didn't have to go the way they did.
Dang. Okay.
Extra helmets. Eileen used to wear one of them when back when things were different. I wish, but if I don't shape up and get some work done, I'm gonna end up sleeping somewhere way less comfy.
Oh, well, that's good to know. I wasn't actually trying to go to bed. Dirty dishes, of course. Oven. Okay. Let's take a look at this postcard and then head
A
out.
postcard left by Jimmy Cochran, that strange old geezer I met at a mental
Hey.
institution a few years ago. He was discharged a year after we met, and for some reason, he seems to think I had something to do with it.
Oh. Very interesting. Alright, let's head on out. To the library, it seems. Oh, she's so cool.
A plaque with some prominent donors. Interestingly, Deborah Sinclair is listed here. So apparently if there's a fire, I'm supposed to run through those gigantic double doors 10 feet away. Phew, I'm saved. That an actual avocado tree? Sure looks the part. Hi, I need some help, please.
Of course. How can I be of assistance?
I'm looking to find some information on the Soothsayer.
Ah. Quite a few people have taken an interest in that case lately.
That's so. Well, I'm not scared of a little competition. So, you got anything for me?
Yes. I would direct you to the microfilm viewer at the end of the hall. We have full scans of all of the major newspapers dating all the way back to the 50s.
Perfect. I should be able to browse those for some articles about the murders.
Indeed. If I may ask, what is your own interest in the case?
You probably heard there's a reward, right? I'm a PI, and money is tight, so...
I see. I suppose we each have our own ways to make a living.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
Quite a bit. Do you have a more specific line of inquiry?
What kind of books did Deborah write?
She dabbled in many different genres over the years, but her main bulk of work could probably be defined as horror, mystery, or a combination of the two. Afflicted, Dead Ends Meet, and the Jenny Payne trilogy are some of her most well-known titles.
Huh, okay. Was she working on a new book when she died?
I believe so, yes. But I don't have any details to share.
What kind of books?
Hold
She
on, I just want to
dabbled in
hear that one.
Afflicted.
Dead ends
Dead.
meet.
Huh,
Okay.
okay.
I believe so.
Okay.
Was Deborah a popular author?
Oh, yes. Even before her death. Afterwards, her popularity has reached astronomical levels.
I can imagine. Borrowing one of her books now is out of the question, right?
Correct. 6 months wait minimum.
Yeah, I figured. What do you know about Deborah's private life?
She had quite an interesting life. Adopted as a child, and her adoptive father, Sebastian Willis Sinclair, was an accomplished author in his own right. Deborah's birth mother was a young homeless woman, and her father was a Native American. Deborah spent much of her life trying to track down her biological father, unsuccessfully. Perhaps in some part, due to her roots, Deborah's books have often contained subject matter inspired by Native American religion. She was childless and unmarried when she passed away. Rumors say she was gay, but God knows tabloids are quick to jump to conclusions. I don't think she ever clarified that matter to the public. If you are curious to learn more, I would highly recommend her acclaimed autobiography, Unbound.
Oh, I might check that out. Thanks for the information. What do you know about the murder?
I believe she was killed at her writer's retreat, stabbed to death. The police say the MO was similar to the other victims, with the shattered mirror and all that.
Where's this writer's retreat located exactly?
There's an area called Bear Creek, just on the border of the national park. Sinclair owned a small cabin there.
All right, got it. That's a decent drive, so I think I'll head out there tomorrow.
Okay.
Thanks. I'll come back if I have more questions.
Very well.
I think you made
Good
some
luck.
pretty good information about her, though.
You can rent one of those if you lack a fixed address. Let's hope things don't come to that. A bunch of magazines. Mostly celebrity gossip, it looks like.
Oh, there it is. Nice. Okay. Deborah Sinclair and Stephen Collins. October of 1996. Deborah Sinclair's long-awaited autobiography outlines the author's tumultuous life and rise to worldwide prominence. The book takes the form of a series of interviews by Sinclair's longtime friend and colleague Stephen Collins. Okay. Unavailable. Of course. Of course. Where's my floppy disk to steal it?
Anything I print should appear here. I think that includes printouts from that microfilm viewer at the end of the hall. Okay, let's see here. It would take ages to look through all the microfilms since the killings began, so maybe I can figure out on what date the murder prior to Deborah's occurred. Hopefully I can deduce the date of the previous murder from the articles I picked up at the office. When I have a good date written down, I can view the corresponding microfilm and look for useful information. Alright, I've got a date written down. I can use that to find the corresponding microfilm. It's one of those advanced microfilm viewers. I'll need to insert a microfilm to use that. No. I don't think this date I've got written down is good. I can't waste time by checking every date. I should look for the date of the previous murder in the sequence before I browse the microfilms. No. Looks like there are no microfilms at all for the month of May. I guess that makes sense, it's the current month, and they probably scan the papers on a monthly rolling basis. Well, not a biggie. I already checked the more recent papers back in the office for Soothsayer coverage, so I should focus on the earlier months here. No. I don't think this date I've got written down is good.
Okay. Wait a second. Publication anniversary of Storm Chaser. I knew there had to be some kind of hint. Oh my god, 1987. What? Okay, no, but, April 25th. It's quite some time ago then, if it's 1998. Makes sense that she would be so popular. Her books have been around. Oh no, what was the date? I feel terrible, I don't remember. 25th, okay, what's the 25th? I don't know why 28th got in my head. Thank you.
Yeah, this date should be good. I'll search through a week or so of microfilms, starting from the date I've written down. Hopefully I can find some useful information on the previous victim. Yes, there we go. I'll have these printed. Alright, rinse and repeat. I should try to determine the previous microfilm date based on the information in these new pages. That way I can make my way back from article to article, victim to victim, until I get all the way to the first murder. Let's see here.
Yeah, let us see here. Okay, so this one's the Jane Doe. So I'm gonna write this down. I think it said, yeah, the death was April 25th. Okay, so this news came out April 29th, 1998. Soothsayer burns Jane Doe alive. The infamous Soothsayer has cranked up the heat on his killing spree as the latest victim, a young woman in her early 20s, was determined to have been brutally burned alive on Constance Hill. Eek. Okay, I'm just gonna write that down. Constance Hill. Okay. The death occurred on the night of April 25th. Due to the state of the remains, Jane Doe's identity has been difficult to ascertain. Despite indications of dental work on the corpse, there were no matching dental records anywhere in the city, leading police to believe that the woman was not a local. The lack of a struggle could mean that the victim was incapacitated, but the condition of the body gives clarity on that matter. Picking a public site like this was a risky proposition for the Soothsayer, but he may have banked on the fact that distant witnesses would assume that the fire came from a nearby fire pit. Mayor Adams offered this comment: "As unpleasant as it is, I must ask you to be patient. Let Ed, Cassidy Chief of Police Edgar Mitchell Brown," I'm also going to write that down, and his team do their job. KPD has my full confidence in this matter, and the City Hall stands vigilant to assist in any way we can. For our extensive coverage of the previous victim, Deacon Townsend, see issue 842. Okay, so Deacon Townsend. $842. Okay, what else is going on this one then? St. Andrew's Church had an Easter tragedy. Her conductor suffered a fatal heart attack. And then a dirt race is going on. Interesting. Okay, April 27th, Soothsayer strikes again, task force established. Well, here's Edgar, Chief of Police. The Soothsayer has claimed a fourth victim, an unidentified woman estimated to have been 18 years old. Her charred remains were found on the outskirts of Cassidy, near the overlook at Constance Hill. The cause of the death is yet to be determined. The Soothsayer victims do not seem to share any obvious similarities in terms of gender, age, occupation, or social class, and the killing methods, locations, and disposal of the bodies are all different. However, the killings have all occurred within the greater Cassidy area over a period of 3 months, which would indicate that the Soothsayer is somewhat local to the area. In related news, the Cassidy Chief of Police has recently announced that the investigation of these killings will be taken over by the newly created Soothsayer Task Force. Edgar Mitchell Brown said the following during a press conference on April 26. As of May 1st, the so-called Soothsayer slayings will be investigated by a dedicated task force of 8 senior detectives handpicked from various divisions of the Cassidy Police Department. Rest assured that this elite group has every resource at their disposal. When asked whether or not the FBI would be involved, Mitchell Brown replied, "There is no federal jurisdiction in this case. I have no further comment." We'll take it. The Gazette has frequently criticized the Cassidy Police Department for their errors in the past, but credit where credit is due. This is a step in the right direction. Okay. Tension at Town Hall meeting over amusement park revival. Or the 1992 accident at this amusement park, apparently. And I love the little side bits. And then renovation on a bridge had been completed. Okay, so this is I love that there's little sticky notes letting you know that this is like who it would be about. So, Deacon Townsend. 842 is what we're looking for. Yeah. So this is issue. It's weekly news. 840. 845 to 842.
I know where Constance Hill is, but that's a fair distance from the city. Better save it for tomorrow. For now, I'll put Jane Doe on hold and see what I can find about the previous murder victim.
Very nice. Okay, so this was 845, 844, 843. Should be here.
No.
Ah.
I don't think this date I've got written down is good.
Oh my god, okay. It said about... Hold on. It's gonna go back to it. See, issue 842. 845. Yeah, the Cassidy Sun is the weekly news. Oh, on Wednesday. Maybe that would make a difference. There's April 29th. Let's just try you. Okay. Fine, Kathy. If this is 8:45, 8:44, 8:43. I had it wrong. This should be right. It's in the week after. Will that make a difference?
Yes, this
Thank
should
you.
be the right date. Let's
Thank
see here.
you. Alright, let's find out about Deacon.
Let's have a look.
Oh, he was a deacon. His name is Benedict. Okay. April 3rd. Okay. Stage suicide. Dang. Okay. Wednesday, April 8th, 1998. Soothsayer stages suicide of prolific deacon. We are sad to report that a third member of our community has been taken out by the so-called Soothsayer, who appears to be Cassidy's first serial killer. The victim's name was Benedict Townsend, age 51. They're right about the ages being all over the place. This is also the first male. Our sources say that his death occurred on April 3rd and that Townsend was likely murdered in a staged suicide by hanging. Townsend served as a deacon at the King of Kings Catholic Church, an old congregation dating back to the early 1900s. He was a beloved figure in the community, well known for his voluntary work. Reverend Hugh Winters, the pastor of the King of Kings, had the following to say: "My heart aches for Ben's soul and everything he had left to give to the world, but I take some comfort in the fact that he is with the Lord now, and for the person or persons who did this to my friend, know that there will be a reckoning. Murder is a sin most vile, and God sees all." The King of Kings remains open as the crime occurred in the adjacent rectory building. However, the rectory will remain under lock and key until properly consecrated. Oh dang. Deborah Sinclair book set for Hollywood adaptation. This was before she even got killed. Thorns of the Wild was going to be getting it. Okay. Wade Industries opens new factory amid controversies. We know Wade Industries? Ah. And the chief of police's phone was hacked. So some pretty interesting info in here. April 5th, 1998, in the Cassidy Gazette, Soothsayer linked to 3 murders. Serial killer on the loose? 3 killings in 2 months connected by foreboding signature. Deacon Benedict Townsend, age 51, was found dead on early April 4th. Oh, I guess he was found, but they think he died on April 3rd. I was like, wait, I wrote on April 3rd. in the rectory of the King of Kings Catholic Church. I do want to write down that he was killed in the rectory. Okay. The cause of death was determined to be hanging, but suicide has been ruled out by the KPD. An anonymous police source had the following to say. Somebody else was involved. Somebody else was involved. The positioning of the body and other logistics doesn't add up if he was alone. The scenario was eerily similar to that of Eric Holloway, the postman who met his demise on that ominous full moon night last month. His death was initially treated as a suicide, but later revised as homicide. Eric Holloway, huh? Full moon night last month. Okay, now the Gazette brings you the exclusive scoop. Both of these killings, as well as the brutal stabbing of Nurse Rose Taylor back in February. So there's the first one. So she was in February. Are linked by an object left at the scene, a shattered obsidian mirror, colloquially referred to as a scrying mirror. These mirrors have been used since ancient times to see the future or communicate with the spirit world. Does the soothsayer responsible for these murders have a religious motive? Our source continues, it's a signature. This killer is no hack. He hasn't left any other forensic evidence that can be traced back to him, so the mirror has to be deliberate. Townsend was a well-liked figure in the community, known for his charity work and longtime member of the church. Cassidy Chief of Police Edgar Mitchell Brown gave the following comment. We are not classifying these homicides as serial offenses at this time, but trust that we have our finest on the case. We urge our readers to demand that Mitchell Brown recognizes that the citizens of Cassidy have been cursed with our first serial killer in recorded history. This one talks about Fringilla, a play. That's about it. Okay. I don't write down about the scrying mirror basically being everywhere. Okay. Awesome. It's weird that I write this down Deacon on the little note. Because in her notes, she writes
Okay.
Benedict.
I'll make sure to look into that church later and maybe find the address. For now, let's move on to victim number 2.
Yeah, so victim number 2 was Eric Holloway. That should be in March. Yeah, so they said it was the first full moon. Possibly this date?
I'm on the right track with this date.
Okay. I was curious if it was the full one or not. Okay. Then we got this one. Should be this.
Yes, this
Got it.
should be the right date. Let's see here.
Okay, so another stage suicide. When did they say? March 12th. Okay. Alrighty, so March 18th, prominent suicide morphs into homicide. Initially reported as a suicide, the death of Eric Holloway on March 12th has officially been reclassified by KPD as a homicide. Since his public death occurred, multiple reliable witnesses have come forward claiming that the victim was pushed off the roof of the building at 4 Verdant Street. However, there are no detailed descriptions of the perpetrator, likely due to the limited illumination of the roof area at night. Holloway led a quiet and simple life, working as a mailman for the city, and is said to have been well liked by his peers. However, there are unverified reports of mental health problems related to the death of his fiancée last year. Police sources told us that there are links to the brutal motel stabbing of nurse Rose Taylor on Statehood Day. Okay, so they had said that she was February, so Statehood Day. Okay. Okay, so she was stabbed at a motel, but were reluctant to share further details of an ongoing investigation. Classical art stuff. Police raid Cyber Shack. This kind of makes it more interesting knowing that the police were hacked later on. Grim fall under the full moon. On Thursday, March 12th at roughly 8 p.m., a 32-year-old man leapt from the roof of a 4-story apartment building at Verdant Street, instantly killing himself on the pavement below, making a grisly spectacle for neighbors and bystanders alike. Friends and neighbors claim that the victim had struggled with the death of his girlfriend, but no suicide note had been recovered. Events like this reiterate that mental health and grief counseling should be a national concern, with more resources available for vulnerable people in crisis. And then it gives the suicide hotline. Okay, also, love this. This is a link to the first game. I'm just going to read this because it links to the first game. Wade Empire heiress takes over Wade Industries. To the surprise of many, Erica Wade, heiress of the billionaire Wade family, was recently appointed as the new CEO of Wade Industries. Erica replaces her father, Charles Wade, after an impressive tenure in the role spanning over 3 decades. Charles Wade had been expected to step down for some time due to persistent rumors of him suffering from late-stage Alzheimer's disease. However, the choice of Erica Wade is unconventional, primarily due to her lack of management experience. One of Erica's first acts as CEO was to conduct a dramatic reshuffling of the company's senior management. Our sources tell us that the Chief Operating Officer and Chief Financial Officer have been replaced, with potentially more to come. In a recent press release, Erica defended her actions as necessary for the company's future. Changes in leadership are essential to drive Wade Industries forward towards innovation and sustainable growth. We are aligning our team to better meet the challenges of our dynamic industry in these turbulent times. Despite her reassurances, these high-profile changes have only added to the uncertainties surrounding the company's direction. Stakeholders are now watching closely to see how these strategic moves will impact the company's performance and whether Erica can navigate Wade Industries through this period of upheaval and restore confidence among investors and staff. Sources close to the matter suggest a more sinister course of events. Never once in his decades as CEO had Charles ever considered her to be a serious candidate for management. This is a hostile takeover. A senior employee who wished to remain anonymous commented. At market close yesterday, NASDAQ share prices for Wade Industries dropped 18 points, marking one of the most significant single-day declines in the company's history. I can't believe a woman took over. Okay. Baxter. Rare bird spotted. Oh. Although this is fascinating. A crimson winged finch. I swear if the red man found his way to be a bird, I'm gonna freak out.
Eric's address isn't too far away, but I should learn all I can here before I visit any of the crime scenes. Coming up last, the very first victim of the Soothsayer.
Yep. And it should be Statehood Day in February. There it is.
Yes, this should be the right date. Let's see here.
Okay. Just taking a look around. KPD adds a new canine unit. Hacker disrupts traffic systems. So there's a serious hacker problem that keeps happening. An union leader ousted amid mafia allegations. Oh man. Okay. So, February 12th, 1998. Satanist responsible for motel slaughter. A brutal stabbing occurred at the Azure Sky Motel. Gonna write that down. Yeah, there is honestly not much as of right now that's linking these murders. Okay, Azure Sky Motel on February 5th, and our sources now say that there is an occult angle to the killing with some sort of artifact left on the scene. Should be the mirror. The husband of the victim was briefly detained but released a day later. Law enforcement claims that he remains a person of interest, however, and confirmed that the cause of death was multiple stab wounds to the chest. Oh, interesting. Cassidy's art funding conundrum. There was other stuff with the arts in one of the other newspapers. Okay. Motel murder mortifies management. On February 7th, Rose Amanda Taylor, age 47, was found dead by Robert Tippett, the owner of the Azure Sky Motel. Taylor had been stabbed to death by an unknown perpetrator. So they think that brutal stabbing occurred on February 5th and he found her on the 7th? Oh man. Blood everywhere like a goddamn butcher room. Tippett says wide-eyed and continues to emphasize that the city is going to hell. You go ahead and print that. Neighbors report hearing a commotion from the room, but that was apparently a regular occurrence, so no one went to investigate. Taylor is survived by her husband and 2 children who have declined to request to be interviewed. The husband was briefly detained but is no longer considered a suspect. And they put out a number here. I wonder... I'm gonna write down that number. I wonder if I'd be able to call that the police department. Oh man, this music is so good. I could research this stuff all day to this music. Okay, Dreamers Express. Sure. And then more mention of Deborah Sinclair, a book signing being successful. Her most recent novel was Midnight and Me. It was at Cassidy's legendary bookstore, Pages and Tales. Okay.
Alright, that should be everything on the microfilms. I think I'll continue to focus on gathering information today and then head to each of the murder sites tomorrow. Cassidy's first and only serial killer. The only thing standing between me and a massive payday. Deborah Sinclair, celebrity author and one of the most famous Cassidy residents. She was recently stabbed to death by the Soothsayer. I think I'm done with that victim for today. I should focus on my other leads for now.
Okay.
Jane Doe was the fourth victim of the Soothsayer. She was burned alive. I think I'm done with that victim for today. I should focus on my other leads for now.
Just double checking those. I was pretty sure we got as much as we could. We have locations set for them.
Deacon Benedict Townsend was the third victim of the Soothsayer. He was found hanged under suspicious circumstances. I'm not sure where exactly this church is, but I should be able to find out. The King of Kings is a Catholic church here in the city. The adjacent rectory was where the third Soothsayer victim, Deacon Townsend, was killed. I'm not sure where exactly this church is, but I should be able to find out.
Okay, so we need to find out where the King of Kings church is. Because I'm pretty sure we have Deborah's location, Jane Doe's location. Which Deborah's was her cabin. And Jane Doe's was Constance Hill. So we need to find the church. We also need to find Verdant
Eric
Street,
Holloway was
which
the second Soothsayer
should be able to
victim.
find.
He was a postal worker in his 30s who was killed by being thrown off a roof. I think I'm done with that victim for today. I
Okay.
should focus on my other leads for now.
And then should be the Sky
Rose
Motel.
Taylor, a nurse, was the first Soothsayer victim. She was stabbed to death in the Azure Sky Motel. I should see what I can find out about that motel.
Mm-hmm.
Microfilms containing images of scanned newspapers. They're organized by calendar date.
Okay. I don't think that would give me much then. Pretty much have that info. This is by book, so I also don't think that that would give me much. Maybe I could take a look at the map in the front. I could always talk to this guy too. Oh, this is a map of the library, isn't it?
So apparently if there's a fire...
Ah, of course. Should have thought of that.
One more thing.
Yes?
Do you know anything about the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I'm not familiar with that church, sorry.
Well, thanks.
Are you familiar with the Azure Sky Motel?
I'm afraid not.
Okay. Well, I might as well talk to him
What
about
do you
these.
know about Jane Doe, the fourth Soothsayer victim?
Apart from Deborah Sinclair, I can't offer much insight on the Soothsayer victims.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Not much, unfortunately. They're not within my area of expertise.
Okay.
Thanks.
Very well.
If I need a book, I should...
Okay. I figured it couldn't hurt. I don't think the motel would have a book, but hey. Yeah. Oh,
Some antique...
oh, I thought it was a modern map. Dang it.
Some local hero from the Civil War, I think? Well, either that or Beethoven. That guy gets around.
I wish I could talk to any of these folk.
That in action.
Nope.
Various reference books and technical manuals. Just outdated casework. Can't bring myself to take them down. Great. I've got the address to the church. I'll head over there tomorrow. I think it's time to see what I can find about the Azure Sky Motel. It's likely in this phone book here. Got the number. I'll call first and see if a visit makes sense. God knows I have to be careful with those last drops of gas left in the bike.
Thank you for calling the Azure Sky Motel, your oasis in Cassidy. How may I help you?
Hi there. This is Kathy Rain from Rain Investigations. I have some questions.
All right, then.
Yeah, it would be
So
her.
I hear that one of your tenants was murdered back in February? Rose Taylor.
No shit. Here I thought the boys in blue ransacked this whole place just for shits and giggles.
That happens more often than you'd think. Come on, man. Help a girl out.
Sorry for the attitude, but you know you're the umpteenth person to ask about that, right?
I get that, so how about we stick with the short version?
Fine. No, I don't know anything that isn't in the papers. No, you can't see the room. It's rented out. And even if you did go in there, there's nothing that the cops or cleaners haven't removed since friggin' February.
Understood. So what about the next of kin? She had a husband, right?
Yeah, he came by later to pick up the personal effects. I just met the guy for a few minutes.
Did you catch his name?
I did, but I don't think he'd appreciate me giving out his name to some random lady on the phone. No offense.
I am a bit offended, actually. I'm not some random lady. I'm a licensed private investigator, and a renowned one at that. Ever hear of the Whitmore affair?
That does sound familiar.
Well, that was me. Now, here's a friendly piece of advice. Choose the path of least resistance. I can be a much bigger pain in the ass than this Mr. Taylor, believe me.
All right, fine. It's Orson. Orson Taylor.
That wasn't so hard, was it? Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Okay, Orson Taylor.
What can you tell me about your motel?
The Azure Sky is a long-time family business. We've been serving tenants faithfully for over 40 years now.
Oh, wow, quite a while. So, how many tenants do you have?
We don't keep records of the number of tenants, but we have 50 rooms of varied sizes. We're about 3/4 full, but expecting to be fully booked during tourist season in the summer.
Wait, tourists actually come to Cassidy? Somebody deserves a raise for one hell of a marketing campaign.
No patriot of the community, huh? That's a shame. This city has a lot more to offer than people like you give it credit for.
To each their own, I guess. Do you know anything about scrying mirrors?
Only that our psycho killer enjoys breaking them around his victims, but I have no interest in understanding a nut like that.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
I know more than I'd like to. I could have gone without a close view of his handiwork, that's for sure.
I can imagine. A brutal stabbing, I take it?
No offense, but I'd rather not go over that again. It's all in the papers, if you're so dead set on getting all the gory details.
What can you tell me about Orson Taylor, Rose's husband?
Nothing much. Like I said, I only saw the guy once, a week or so after the murder.
Okay. How do you seem?
Like you'd expect. Messed up. Couple of kids, too. Breaks my heart, truth be told.
So, if Rose was married and had 2 children, what was she doing in your motel?
Now that's the million-dollar question, ain't it? You'll get no answer from me, even if I could keep track of all of our tenants. I don't make a habit of sticking my nose in their personal affairs.
Huh. Was she a regular then?
Not really, just a couple of bookings in January and February. Look, I think I've said enough. Any other questions? We need to wrap this up. I've got calls on the other line.
That's all, thanks.
You're welcome. Have a great day now.
All right, found the husband's number. Here's hoping he's willing to talk to me.
You've reached the Taylors. No one's home right now, but if you leave your details after the beep, I'll get back to you.
Hi, Mr. Taylor. This is Kathy Rain, private investigator. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions. You can reach me at 555-142-062. Thanks in advance. Bye. I think I followed up on what I can today for each of the different victims. Just one thing left to do. I noticed that the Gazette had the best coverage of the Soothsayer out of all the city papers. I think it's time to pay a dear old friend a visit.
Ooh. Yeah, let's go to the Gazette. With her limited gas and the Catmobile.
All right, here we are. Let's see how E is doing.
Oh my god, Eileen!
Hello, sunshine. How's my favorite Christian reporter?
Oh, what do you want, Kathy? I'm on a deadline here.
No small talk, huh? Can't I check in on a friend?
I wish, but we both know you only show up when you need something.
Ouch. Well, I did have something I wanted to talk to you about.
Let's hear it then.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
The serial killer? But... oh no, it's that stupid reward, isn't it?
You betcha. Money in the bank, baby.
Oh, brother. I'd say this is a terrible idea, Kathy, but it's not like you listen to me anyway.
Oh, come on, Eileen. Don't be like that.
No,
Oh my
don't
god, she
even
said,
go
come on,
there.
Eileen.
Do you know how many times I had to go to HR to get people to stop quoting that stupid song?
Poor old Johnny Ray sounded sad up on the radio.
Art, make her stop.
Why? It's not a half bad performance.
You guys are like peas in a pod.
Ugh, well, now I lost my groove. I hope you're happy.
Ecstatic. Are you done wasting my time now?
Oh, lighten up, E. Aren't you thrilled about another big case? Teaming up, just like old times?
You can't just pretend nothing happened, Kathy. You fired me, remember?
I'll unfire you?
Yeah, right. How do you even know you'll get that reward? This is Cassidy we're talking about.
I was thinking the same thing, but Lucas did his homework. He says this new mayor is the real deal.
That silly old man. He just wants one last case with his protege before retirement, even if it means you'll get yourselves serial killed.
And I'm all here for it.
Of course you are. It's not like self-preservation is anywhere on your hierarchy of needs.
Can't argue with that. So, speaking of my, needs, what do you know about Cassidy's most prolific murderer?
Not much. You should ask Art. He's much more up to date on that stuff, being our crime correspondent and all.
I love that they have the old-timey screensaver over here that was like the pipes. Oh, it's like one of my favorites. I've been watching it all while they're talking. I love it. Okay. Also, it's great to see Eileen. I'm really fascinated that they've had like all this history since the first game.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
I like her books, but I don't care much for celebrity gossip. Awful thing that happened to her, though.
What do you know about the woman who was burned alive by the Soothsayer?
Oh, nothing. I hope that horrible demon is caught soon.
What do you know about Benedict Townsend, the murdered deacon?
I don't know anything about that poor man.
Hey, you're a Christian. What does a deacon actually do?
It depends on the denomination, but a deacon belongs to a church and can practically do the same work as a priest, with the exception of sermons and rites.
Interesting, thanks. Are you familiar with scrying mirrors?
I think so, yeah. You mean the black ones made out of obsidian, right?
Yep. What do you know about them?
Not a lot. I know they've been around since ancient times and that they're quite popular in New Age culture today. My friend Meadow is totally into that stuff. I bet she'd talk your ear off about it.
Oh? Sounds great. Where can I find her?
Let me call her tonight and ask first, okay? She can be a bit peculiar about things.
Sure, not a problem. Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I'm not. My family, we're Protestants.
Do you know anything about Eric Holloway, one of the Soothsayer victims?
Not really. I'm sure you know more about him than me.
What do you know about Rose Taylor, the first Soothsayer victim?
She worked as a nurse, I think. Other than that, I don't know much.
Have you heard of the Azure Sky Motel?
That's where one of those serial killings happened, right?
Yeah.
Thought it sounded familiar. I don't know anything else about it, though.
I don't want to ask her about that. Hey, your brother is pretty hot. Mind if I...
Not a chance, Kathy.
Hey, do you mind if I borrow some tape, E?
Fine.
I don't want to ask her. Hey, E, can I have one of your cards?
Sure, go ahead.
I'll let you get back to your work.
All right, see you later.
Art Hopkins, just the man I need to see.
That's so. This better be good.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
What do I know? I made the Soothsayer. Before me, he was the Mirror Murderer, the Cassidy Ripper, or whatever derivative moniker those dullards at the Times or the Sun can muster up.
Oh, wow. So, what's your take on the guy?
I could see right through you, Rain. You're a bad apple, and it stinks all the way up here. Finally got a whiff of that reward, huh?
Can't blame a girl for trying. You've got your sights on that money too, huh?
Who doesn't? It's 200 fucking grand. I got a juicy new lead, too.
A new lead, huh? I doubt it's that impressive.
Nice try. I'm not gonna slip up. Word of advice, go back to your cheaters and insurance frauds and leave the Soothsayer to the big boys.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair, the most recent Soothsayer victim?
Don't waste your breath about the Soothsayer. I'm not gonna say squat.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Certainly more than you. I'd be surprised if you ever picked up a book.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
Don't waste your breath about the Soothsayer. I'm not gonna say squat.
What do you know?
Stop wasting my time. We both know you're just fishing for information about the Soothsayer.
I don't need to ask him about that. I see that somebody's desperate to milk their achievements on the high school sports team.
You were always picked last, weren't you, Rain?
So, you're one of those green tea guys, huh?
Of course, I take my health very seriously.
Oh, I couldn't tell. You're about 48, right? I can see that receding hairline of yours.
Ha ha, you ain't exactly the poster child for health yourself, Rain. I could smell last night's booze all the way from here.
That's a Michiru Pro, right? Early edition?
Correct. You got an eye for quality.
Force of habit. A PI with blurry pictures wouldn't last very long. I should probably look at that before I ask about it. Alright, that's all I needed.
Okay then.
I remember that. Something about a corrupt church. When the story broke, the place was shut down and some of the higher-ups went to jail.
Hey, Art, what's a synonym for disappointing?
Your outfit?
Now that's just mean.
That is just mean.
Sorry, Summers, couldn't resist. Let me think. Disheartening, dismaying, dissatisfactory?
I think I'm looking for a stronger statement.
Then I'd go with depressing, distressing, or maybe demoralizing.
Demoralizing. Yes, perfect. Thanks, Art.
Anytime, kiddo.
Cute little frog. He has had that thing as long as I've known her. Jeez, now that's a busy calendar.
What was that stupid shortcut to reset the layouts?
Control-Shift-L, I think.
Oh, what the heck? Now it's...
Try hitting escape.
Oh. Alright then. Whew.
Art is one step ahead of me with the Soothsayer. I need to find out what his new lead is somehow.
I guess I needed to find out more at the Gazette, so I will go back.
Hey E, one more thing.
Yeah?
What do you know about this new lead that Art supposedly picked up on the Soothsayer?
Nothing. I don't work with him directly.
Maybe you could find out?
No, Kathy. I respect Art. I'm not gonna mess with his story.
So, I heard about this expose Art did on a church here in town.
Well, yes. It's not like Christians are immune to bad behavior.
So, how do you like working here at the Gazette?
It's fine.
That bad, huh? My condolences.
I shouldn't complain. I'm grateful to work at a real paper, but the stories they give a junior like me.
I get it. Things are rough at the bottom of the totem pole. What are you working on right now?
Well, it's a feature about this old lady with a very nice pottery collection.
Oof. I feel for you, E. What's your opinion on Art?
Oh, he's a great journalist. I have a lot to learn from him.
But...
No buts, Kathy. Stop trying to stir up trouble.
I don't want to ask her about that. I don't want to ask. This is a nice place you've got here.
I guess. Beats the basement office we had before.
Still keeping that little bugger around, huh?
Oh, I wouldn't part with Ribbit for the world.
Want to have a water cooler moment together?
I have a lot of work to do, Kathy. Get to the point, please.
Jeez, you're no fun. I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask. I don't want to. I'll let you get back.
All right.
She respects Art too much to do a little digging, huh? That guy's a grade A asshole. It shouldn't take much to bring that out front and center.
I adore this new office. Finally out of that gloomy dungeon. Hey, Art?
You could say that again. I bitched to McAvoy about that moldy cave for a decade.
Can I pick your brain for just a few more moments?
You're lucky I'm in a patient mood.
That's quite the story you've got framed up there on that wall.
Oh, yes. One of my proudest accomplishments.
What made you decide to investigate the church?
I had a family member in that parish. They told me some strange stories. Didn't take long for my reporter's instinct to kick in.
Ah, that's simple. Here I thought you were a militant atheist like me.
Don't project your own issues with religion on me, Rain. My goal was to bring those corrupt assholes to justice.
It must have taken ages to break that story, right?
Half a year undercover. Now that's a proper investigation.
Oh, God. I wouldn't make it 6 minutes, let alone 6 months among a bunch of embezzling Bible thumpers.
That's why I'm the best. I do what it takes to get the scoop.
What was the fallout? Some people were arrested, right?
If by some you mean a lot, yeah. 12 people charged, 9 convicted, and about 100 years of prison time sentenced in total.
Damn. The state shut the church down too, right?
Oh, sure did.
That's a shame. They didn't have to punish the whole congregation just because the leadership was corrupt.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. That place was rotten to the core.
Okay.
How do you like working here?
Why? You looking for a job?
God, no. I could never work at a place like this. I have Authority problems.
Don't we all? These days, management doesn't dare try to bother me. They know I'm the only reason this place is still afloat, so they let me write whatever the hell I want.
I don't want to ask.
Okay.
I don't want to ask. How do you think Eileen is doing here?
I don't gossip about coworkers. Take that shit somewhere else.
Okay.
I don't want to ask him about.
All right.
I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask.
I'm just double
I
checking
don't want
all
to
this. Already did that.
Jeez. Do you get any work done in between those vacations, Art?
It's called foreign reporting. It must be an alien concept to a small-time PI like you.
Sure thing, buddy. Keep spinning that yarn.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
That wasn't a great look for Art, but I still don't think it was enough to get E on my side. Maybe I can try again? Hey, E. One more thing.
Yeah?
What do you know about this new lead that Art supposedly picked up on the Soothsayer?
Nothing. I don't work with him directly.
Maybe you could find out?
No, Kathy. I respect Art. I'm not gonna mess with his story.
Yeah, I'm not getting
I'll
her
let you get back
frustrated
to it.
enough with
All right,
Art.
see you later.
How's that little beeping pal of yours?
Oh, you mean Agatha, my virtual pet?
Yes, that silly electronic Japanese thing.
She kind of died. I forgot her at home when I went to
died.
church.
My deepest condolences. Will there be a ceremony?
Very funny. It was a research project. You know I have to stay up to date on pop culture.
Sure. Keep telling yourself that.
Can I pick your brain for just a few more moments?
You're lucky I'm in a patient mood.
There's got to be something that he says about, like, the church that could make her frustrated.
Can I ask again about that
There's
church
gotta be.
scoop of yours?
Sure. Always happy to talk about that.
It must have taken ages to break that story, right?
Half a year undercover. Now that's a proper investigation.
Hi, Havoc Girl. Nice to see ya. How are you doing?
That's dedication. Lots of sermons to listen to, I take it.
I'm just trying to figure out how to get Eileen
Too
frustrated
many.
with Art over
I can
here.
feel my gray matter shrinking with every psalm, hymn, and other delusion thrown my way.
Ahem.
What made you decide to investigate the church?
I had a family member in that parish. They told me some strange stories. Didn't take long for my reporter's instinct to kick in.
Oh. Must have been tough to ruin a loved one's place of worship.
They're better off, believe me. I'd prefer to keep them out of organized religion altogether, but at least now they're no longer associated with goddamn criminals.
Huh.
What was the fallout? Some people were arrested, right?
If by some you mean a lot, yeah. 12 people charged, 9 convicted, and about 100 years of prison time sentenced in total.
Damn. The state shut the church down too, right?
Oh, sure did.
That's a shame. They didn't have to punish the whole congregation just because the leadership was corrupt.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. That place was rotten to the core.
Hopefully that made Eileen frustrated enough. Havoc Girl, Kathy Rain has been really great. First game was awesome. I'm really enjoying the second game right now.
Okay, then.
I think that there is like a cool
Oof.
Twin Peaks
I
vibe
don't think
to the
Art's
first
Eileen's
one.
favorite person right
And
now.
then this second one is leaning more into the investigative part right now because Kathy has she's a private investigator now. So it's like leaning a lot more into the leads and a serial killer, as you can see here in the notebook. Also, we have Eileen back.
Hey, E.
She was the roommate
One
from
more
the first
thing.
game.
Yeah?
Man, I'm itching to know what Art's new lead on the Soothsayer is.
I bet, but I wouldn't
Yes,
know
she
anything
got frustrated
about
enough
that.
with him.
Not that he's been my favorite person lately.
You could still find out, right? Don't you want to ruffle that arrogant prick's feathers a bit?
Oh, well,
Pretty please.
okay, fine. I'll try, but no promises.
You're the best.
Either that or I'm just a slow learner.
Alrighty, it's getting late. I'm gonna get out of your hair before Art rats me out and calls security.
Oh, he wouldn't do that. He's not as bad as you think, Kathy. You guys are actually quite alike.
Oh God, you better take that back before you make me take up smoking again.
Huh. I have no doubt you'll be able to resist the temptation. Bye, Kathy.
Bye.
Nice. Oh, Mildred's so pretty over here.
Rain Investigations.
Kathy, it's me, Eileen.
Hey, E. What's up?
Oh, just burning the midnight oil. So, I wanted to let you know that I found Art's new lead on the Soothsayer.
Amazing. Do tell.
Well, you know those people who were killed? Apparently, they were all under the influence of some sort of illegal drug.
Interesting. What type of drug?
I'm not sure, but this toxicology report here says that the street name is Pyre.
Never heard of that one. I'd better go ask Lionel.
Lionel? Who is that?
My drugged... Well, a friend of mine,
Oh,
that's all.
Kathy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd say you should take better care of yourself, Kathy, but you've heard it all before.
Pretty much, but seriously, thanks, E. I owe you one.
Don't worry about it. Oh, and by the way, you know Meadow, that friend I was telling you about?
Yeah, what about her?
She said you can come see her tomorrow. She's got an RV over on the west side, Sycamore Lane 21.
Nice.
Perfect. I'll go talk to her in the morning.
Gotta let
Okay,
places
dokie.
to go in the morning.
I gotta get back to work now, but I guess I'll see you around.
You bet. Catch you later, E.
Bye, Kathy.
Pyre, huh? I better call the cop shop and ask Josh about that.
I didn't realize she was just gonna call it up.
You've reached Detective Everett, Narcotics. I'm not available right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Hey, Josh, this is Kathy Rain. Been a while, huh? Let's meet and catch up. I have something I want to run by you. Hit me up at my work number, will ya? Okay, bye. All right, I guess that's that. Let's see if Lionel is at his usual spot.
Oh, I love this nighttime look. It's really cool that she can be investigating at night in this one.
Rockports and other cheap brands. I'm certainly not going to waste my precious relapse on shitty smokes like that. Looks like a seedy place. Pawn shops like this tend to be involved in all kinds of shady business. You know you're really downtown when the amount of neon approaches seizure-inducing levels. It's closed. Not that I have much left to pawn. Hey, what's up, Lionel?
Hey, girlfriend. You here for the white stuff?
Not this time, buddy.
Oh, you broke?
Well, I am, but that's not...
You just broke. Well, I ain't giving you a tab. I'd never see my money back. No offense.
I don't want a fucking Coke tab, Lionel. I just had some questions.
Whoa. What's with the hostility, girl? There's no reason to be unsavory among friends.
Sorry, rough day. Can I run something by you?
Go on, then. I suppose I got some time to spare.
What's your take on the Soothsayer?
That creepy motherfucker got the whole town on edge, don't he? Funny how City Hall didn't give a damn until one of those celebrity types got killed. Embarrassing look for the city, huh? I suppose it was just a matter of time until Cassidy got our own Ted Bundy. Place like this, with no hope, breeding ground for psychos.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair, the latest Soothsayer victim?
Look, I don't know nothing about those murders, victims, whatever. Don't bring that shit up with me.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Nothing. What is that? Some new age shit?
Oh, never mind. Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
You ain't serious, right? Do you remember who you talking to?
Oh, forget it then. Are you familiar with the Azure Sky Motel?
Nah, haven't heard of the place.
I don't need to ask him about that. Do you know Pyre?
Oh yeah. Strong trip, they say. I'd love to get my hands on some of that.
Hard to come by, I take it?
No doubt. I never got so much as a whiff of the stuff.
Oh, really? Who's slinging?
No one I know. Sketchy motherfuckers, though, whoever they are.
How so?
Well, for one, you won't find them on the corner like us, regular hard-working candy men.
Yeah, you're all salt of the earth. How do they conduct business then?
Well, they pretty much don't.
I'm not following.
Well, join the club, 'cause it's some real candid camera shit. Every now and then, one of them dope fiends starts yapping on about some creepy fucker giving them pyre, and it's always on the house. Trying to run an honest pusher out of business.
Some kind of obtuse marketing tactic?
If it is, those people sure as hell ain't capitalizing on it.
Some half-assed DEA honeypot operation then?
No way. The feds don't give a fuck about Cassidy, trust me.
Who are these fiends then? Got any names?
Nah, I don't ask for names. And the junkie clientele all look the same to me, no offense.
Ha. So you don't know anyone who could get pyre? Some drug dealer you are.
Now, I didn't say that. There is this one person who just might be able to pull it off.
Yeah?
A friend of the boss. Ultra-wealthy connoisseur. Tries everything once, apparently. Rich. I mean old money rich. Deeply connected.
Quite the sales pitch. Are you gonna give me a name or just leave a girl hanging in suspense?
Now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Surely a gumshoe such as yourself is well aware that information is a commodity.
I told you I'm fucking broke, Lionel.
I love that.
And I ain't deaf. We're talking a simple exchange. If you find out who's slinging pyre, you send the love lion a word.
Deal. Load a guy's name, please.
It ain't a guy, strictly speaking. It's one of those, transsexual types. Prefers to go by the name Hannah Verdue.
Verdue? That rings a bell. Some French family, right? Mine owners?
You tell me. Sounds about right.
So what do you know about Hannah Verdue?
Not much, but I know she owns and runs a place on the south side. The Club of Hearts.
Catchy name. Casino?
Poetry club, if you can believe that.
I can. Sure sounds like an appropriate waste of money for a Verdue.
Yeah, I suppose those motherfuckers ran out of rooms to put golden bathtubs in.
Either that or mammoth wool rug suddenly went out of style. So that poetry club, do you know where it is?
Southside, that's all I know. Never patronized myself.
That's it. Later, Lionel.
Until next time, hot stuff.
Okay.
All right, found an address. They're not open until Friday night, though. Guess I'll have to wait a couple of days.
Oh, dang.
Ooh, I'm beat. You want to hit the sack, girl? Come on, then.
Come on, Mildred, let's go sleep.
So, there's something I need to tell you.
Yeah, I know, kid. Time to move on, huh?
Yeah. Is it that obvious?
I wouldn't be much of a PI if I couldn't see the writing on the wall for this one. It was nice having you around, though, kid. You spruced up the place, I gotta say.
Well, don't get lazy without me. I'm sure you still have a couple of years of detective work left in you.
Oh, that's all I need. Just a couple of more cases. Then I'm riding off into the sunset.
What's going on, Lucas?
What do you mean? Something wrong with my vacation outfit? I've always been a sun-kissed kind of guy.
Oh boy. Okay, day 2. May 21st.
Okay, Kathy. Enough loitering. Time to get back out there. You've got places to be.
It's spooky that Lucas in the dream was very similar to like the Crimson Man and everyone getting pulled up by chains in the end of the first Kathy reign. Oh, the answering machine is flashing, which means we
Let's
have
see
a
here.
message.
This is Orson Taylor. I only have one thing to say to you. Eat shit and die.
Yikes.
Yeah, you heard me. I'm sick of being harassed by vultures like you. Stay the hell away from me and my family.
Yeah, I get it, bud. No need to be an asshole. Let's see what this other message says.
Hey, Josh here. Busy day today, but I'll swing by your office tonight after my shift, alright? See you later.
That's better. Hopefully he can give me some insight on Pyre. Alright, that's it for messages. What's this? Pyre is the key. T. Damn, this T knows what I'm up to. The question is, are they friend or foe?
Let's see. You know, Deborah. This trailer. Oh my god, we have a lot of places we can hit up. Okay. Well, we're not going to be visiting the motel, so I say let's do the church. I'll do the second victim.
The King of Kings Catholic Church, established 1904. There's an open toolbox on the driver's seat. Looks like someone is having engine trouble. Hey there, how's it going?
No time to chat, young lady. I gotta get this old bird up and running. You'll have to come back later.
Engine trouble? Can I help?
Maybe so. As long as you aren't a complete dimwit. See that toolbox?
Yeah, what about it?
It's real simple. I'll ask you for tools. You hand them over, one by one.
No problem. Sounds easy enough.
Good. Just don't hand me the wrong thing. That would be an abject disaster.
Oh, great.
I think I can handle it. I happen to know a thing or two about engines.
That's so. There should be smooth sailing then. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready. What do you need?
Hand over the medium-sized wrench, will you? Not the rusty one. For heaven's sake. Medium wrench, not the rusty one.
He's gonna hate me.
No. Medium wrench, not the rusty one.
Yeah, the rusty one says 12. What's wrong with 13? Come on.
All right. Now something to cut a wire and check the voltage.
Oh, I see. I can hand over both.
That's finished. What's next? Give me the regular pliers and then the big Phillips screwdriver.
Generic pliers? I'm gonna say the small Phillips, because I think these are just flat. Big Phillips? Ugh, I hope the small's fine. Damn.
No.
You didn't say?
Give me the regular pliers.
Oh, you did say the big.
Lord, give me strength. Give me the regular pliers.
Generic pliers. Big Phillips. Oh my god, I accidentally pressed something, didn't I? Oh my god.
Now I need the key set, the mini wrench, and the other big screwdriver, not the one you gave me before.
Key set.
Can you repeat that?
Now I need the
mini
key
wrench.
set, the mini wrench.
Another big screwdriver. A mini wrench. I think this is the smallest one. And then where's my big flat? Yeah. Yes.
Okay, that part is handled. Hand over the rusty wrench, something to bash with, and the small flat screwdriver, will you?
I don't think that...
Wait, what?
Can you repeat that?
Rusty wrench, something to bash
something
with.
to bash with. I thought he was saying that the rusty one was something to bash with.
I got a 6-inch bolt here, a real oily little thing. First, I need something to clean it with, and then a tool to grip it properly.
This is honestly a fun little minigame. I actually quite like this.
Hand me the other type of screwdriver. Same size as the last one you gave me. Also, I need a wrench 2 sizes smaller than the last fixed-size wrench. I think that did it. Hit the ignition, lass.
Okay, hang on.
Praise the Lord.
I prefer to go by Kathy, but thanks.
Got the achievement Tinkerer.
didn't quite
Apparently
catch
not
that,
a
young
complete
lady.
dimwit is the
No.
description.
Never mind. Now I think I've deserved a little chat. You're Reverend Winters, right?
Indeed. Hugh Winters at your service. And who might you be?
The name is Rain, Kathy Rain. I'm a private investigator.
Oh, I see. Another one. Very well, ask your questions then.
What do you know about Eric Holloway, the second Soothsayer victim?
Except for Ben, I don't know much about any of these murder victims.
I'm so glad that this game knocks off, like whenever they're like, oh, I'm not going to talk about this person, or I just simply don't know about these other victims, it like knocks them off the list. I really like that, because the last game I pretty much, even if it was something that like they didn't really talk about, you kind of had to like click through the options. Like this game so far is taking a much user-friendly approach. Even in the notebook itself, having like the check marks so you kind of know what to do, it's just enough of a hint, is very nice.
Can you tell me about Deacon Townsend? What was he like as a person?
I can, if you call him Ben. That's what he always preferred.
Oh, sure, I will. What was Ben like?
I'm glad you asked, because these days most people know him as Ben, the murder victim. Isn't it a tragedy how a man's life's work can be so utterly overshadowed by his final moments?
Tragic indeed. Perhaps you can help me get a more nuanced view?
I'll try. Ben was a good man, a good Christian, and he always managed to stay optimistic despite leading quite a difficult life.
Difficult how?
I shouldn't say. He wouldn't want me to share all of his secrets. But trust me, he carried great pain.
Fair enough. Did he have any immediate family?
No, and he never married. He had distant relatives out of state, but as far as I know, they were estranged.
Okay. Next of kin?
Never came into play. He had a written will and left everything to charity.
Got it. Thanks. So, the reason I really came here was to ask about the Soothsayer.
Very well, go ahead.
Were you the one who found Ben at the scene?
Yes, I was. In the rectory. Right here behind us.
Do you mind if I have a look inside?
Yes, I mind. It's my home. But the police already ransacked the place, and we had the whole room refurbished for the reconsecration.
I understand. Can you walk me through what happened that night, then?
Well, I came back late, after traveling. The front door was unlocked, which is unusual, but not overly alarming. I entered and kept quiet in case Ben was asleep, but it didn't take long for me to notice that his bedroom door was wide open. That's when my eye caught the shadow of his hanging body. I ran up to the doorway and saw him on full display, and, well, I froze from shock. It was immediately clear that there was nothing I could do. He wasn't moving, he wasn't making a sound, and his face was blue. The world didn't make sense until I got my bearings. Took a small step and heard the cracks of broken glass under my shoe. I saw the mirror shards and I realized that he didn't do that to himself. Someone must have done it to him. I carefully backed out of the room, called the emergency services, and they arrived shortly thereafter.
Did you notice any other relevant details in the room?
No, like I said, I was in shock. My friend was dead, murdered. I needed to get the authorities there, and I had to go pray.
Understandable. Who do you think did this to Ben?
I don't know. But he had plans to meet someone that night. A lost soul, he said. I never inquired in detail, saw no need to ask more. Now I obviously wish I had.
Did Ben keep records of his meetings?
He did, but none were found, so I can only assume that the killer disposed of them.
Sounds likely. Was there anyone that he was seeing like this regularly?
I'm sure. I wouldn't know any specifics. I haven't been involved in that work lately.
I see. Thanks. Care to tell me about your church?
Well, the King of Kings is a Catholic church with roots nearly as old as the city itself. These days, we're a fairly small congregation, around 200 active parishioners.
I see. So how long have you been a priest here?
Coming up on 30 years now.
Oh wow, that's a long time.
I suppose so, yes. But I've been nothing but content here, until the murder, that is. Things will never be the same.
Yeah, I can imagine. What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Well, they're pagan instruments used for millennia. It would seem to me they have some ritualistic purpose for the Soothsayer.
What makes you say that? Couldn't they just be a signature or a decoy even?
No, I was there. That room, it was a place of sacrifice. The view of my departed friend was a monstrous display. I shall never forget it.
Do you know the Azure Sky Motel?
Never heard of it.
Have you ever heard of a drug called pyre?
I haven't, no. Why would you ask that?
Drug tests have shown that the Soothsayer victims had pyre in their bloodstream when they were killed.
That's preposterous. Ben wouldn't go near anything like that. He didn't even drink coffee.
Covertly drugged then, maybe? Or coerced?
Something along those lines. The Ben I knew would never voluntarily abuse narcotics.
Do you know who Hannah Verdue is?
I don't know.
Do you know the Club of Hearts?
It may come as a shock to you, but I'm not the clubbing type.
I mean, it's not that kind of club. It's a poetry club, so...
All right, that's all. I'll let you get back to the repairs.
Very well. Take care, young lady.
All right, looks like that's all I'll be able to learn about the deacon here today.
Okay. Okay, so the deacon was kill number 3. Did we ever learn about... Oh, yeah. So let's learn about victim number 2.
A missing cat, roommate wanted, junk for sale. Oh, and a Rachel complaining about neighbors blasting satanic death cult metal music. I gotta meet this neighbor and maybe bring my boombox for good measure. Well, those poor things are beyond help. Eric Holloway.
Oh.
Standard issue forensic seal. If somebody unauthorized is caught breaking this, they're going to jail. Notes left from friends and family. Nothing in particular stands out. Eric's apartment under lock and seal. Nothing but overdue bills. I don't think that's worth tampering with. Rachel Wang. Hooked on Jesus, huh? Guess they'd get along with Eileen. Standard issue mail slot. I have the same type back at the office. The next door neighbor of Eric. No reason to bother them unless I have reason to believe they knew Eric well. I always wanted to get a chance to use one of those things. Make a real mess somewhere.
Okay. To the roof we go.
Pretty tasteless if it wasn't here before the murder. Frag. Boy, this person gets around. I've seen their work all over town. I think I'll save my climbing quota for later. God, I wish my apartment building had working AC. Been nagging my landlord for months about it. Hello, Eric. Sorry you had to die like this. Tons of spent candles. After dark, this little shrine must have looked quite nice under candlelight. All dried up. No surprise, it's been months since the murder. It's all generic condolences, except this note here. I miss you. It should have been us. May God watch over you. R.W. Oh, that must be Rachel Wang downstairs. I should go have a chat with her.
Who is it?
Hey, I just want to talk about Eric. I'm a private investigator.
No more detectives. Please, go away.
Well, that went well. I guess she doesn't trust people in my line of work.
It's kind of a shame that Kathy's trying to investigate after a lot of investigators and detectives and police department and everything have already been talking to witnesses and like family members and everything, because they all just seem very frustrated and not interested in talking to me.
Rachel Wang is the next door neighbor of Eric Holloway, the second Soothsayer victim. Hooked on... I shouldn't be pushy about it. I need to figure out a different approach. That doesn't make... What am I even trying... I better look at the card first. It's Eileen's business card. Eileen Summers, junior reporter. Her work number here might be useful. I'll add it to my notebook. There's a Bible quote printed on the back. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. John 8:32. Hey, it's Rachel, right? I dropped my card in your mailbox. I just want to talk.
You're a Christian reporter? What do you
God.
want?
Only to talk to you about Eric. It's for a story, a respectful one.
Oh, I suppose that would be all right.
I'm glad. Could you open the door? It's hard for me to hear you out here.
Did you wash your hands? I can't risk getting any germs in here.
Of course. Can I come in?
No, I prefer it like this. I have a weak immune system.
Sure, no problem.
Okay. Ask your questions then.
So, let's talk about Eric.
Alright, what do you want to know?
What was Eric like as a person?
Oh, he was just such a kind, loving man. Not a bad bone in his body. He had so much going for him. But then, bad things happened, sending him down a dark path.
What bad things?
Sarah, the girl he was planning to marry, she killed herself.
Oh, damn. How did he cope with that?
He became depressed. I did my best to help. Tried so hard to be his friend and bring Jesus into his life, but he wouldn't let me.
I see. What happened next?
He started doing drugs. He was out of it on more than one occasion, acting all confused out in the hallway. One time, he was so messed up, I had to help him to his bed. I saw lots of paraphernalia.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Well, then there was all the women, of course. All those filthy harlots and temptresses. They just couldn't leave him alone.
What kind of relationship did you have with Eric?
I loved Eric. I truly did, with all my heart.
But it wasn't reciprocated?
I know it was, deep down. He just couldn't find a way to convey it. I'm sure he would have realized that one day we were meant to be together, if it wasn't for all those despicable floozies.
Was Eric seeing a lot of women when he died?
Too many to count. They kept dragging him back into sin. I prayed and I prayed, but they kept on coming. It didn't end until one of those Jezebels killed him. I know it in my heart. That's what happened.
Did any of the women stick out in some way? Maybe one of them acted suspicious?
Not that I can remember. I'd have to check my... no.
You'd have to check your... what? Your diary?
I misspoke. Don't mind me. I get confused sometimes.
What can you tell me about Eric's murder?
I wish I had something to share about that horrible day, but I was out like a light after taking something to help me sleep. If I'd been awake, maybe I could have done something.
It wasn't your fault, Rachel. When did you first learn about Eric's death?
The morning after. I didn't see his body, which I'm grateful for. I did witness the blood, though, which was horrific enough.
I can imagine. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary during the days before the murder?
No, nothing. Eric and I hadn't spoken for a while.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
Only that he's an irredeemable demon. I have faith that when his time comes, God will judge him harshly for all the misery he has caused.
Do you know Deborah Sinclair, the author?
I've heard her name, but I'm not much of a reader.
She probably only reads the Bible.
What do you know about Jane Doe, the fourth Soothsayer victim?
I heard she was burned alive. I can't imagine the pain.
What do you know about Benedict Townsend, the deacon killed by the Soothsayer?
I know that he was a prominent figure in charity work all around Cassidy. My pastor even held a sermon in his memory.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Foul implements, used for witchcraft and black magic. You should steer clear of them.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
I've heard of it, but I belong to a different church.
What do you know about Rose Taylor, the first Soothsayer victim?
Not much. I just know that the police think that she was stabbed to death by the same person that murdered Eric.
Do you know the Azure Sky Motel?
That's where the first victim of the Soothsayer was staying. I don't know much else than that, though.
Have you ever heard of a drug called pyre?
Goodness, no. I want nothing to do with drugs.
Do you know who Hannah Verdue is?
No, I haven't heard that name before.
Have you heard of the Club of Hearts?
I haven't. Never been there.
What can you tell me about yourself, Rachel?
Well, my family is Korean. We belong to a Methodist church. As for me personally, I guess I'm not that interesting. I don't go out much.
Due to your immune system?
Yes, not that any of the doctors believe me. Agents of Satan.
Uh-huh. What do you do to support yourself, then?
I've been between jobs for a while now. I get help from my family in the church.
I don't want to ask her about... I've noticed quite a few tokens of remembrance around. It seems Eric will be missed.
You don't know the half of it. This place is nothing but a hollow shell without him.
I don't want to ask...
Okay.
That's all my questions. Thanks.
You're welcome. Bye now, and God bless you.
Yeah. You too. Poor girl, this Rachel. She seems to have quite a few issues. I'm not sure how reliable her information on Eric is. In any case, I think I'm done here for today.
Okay, so that was the second victim. And now Jane Doe. It's Constance Hill. Yep. This will be researching for the fourth victim.
Here we are, Constance Hill. This better be worth the trip. What do you know? Nothing but grime. There's a fairly big mountain range up north. Oh, neat. I can see my office building from here. The City of Gleam in all its glory. Nothing but some rudimentary makeshift seating. Well, it ain't city concrete if it isn't covered in spray paint. Looks like this place was a party spot.
Hey!
Oh my god.
You're not supposed to be here!
Whoo!
It's a free country, nutjob. Step off before you get hurt.
Your face is all wrong! Take it off!
Great.
Christ. Cassidy junkies never disappoint. A fire pit for grilling food, but there's nothing but ashes inside.
I was super curious why we were like zoomed in on the graffiti, so big surprise that there was like a jump scare with the junkie.
This must be it. This is where they found Jane Doe. No obvious clues. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but I guess there isn't much to find in this place. I'm not getting near that nutcase again.
Okay. Seems like we saw about all we could here. Now to go to the cabin of Deborah Sinclair, the most recent victim. Hi, dude.
Hey there, buddy.
Welcome, visitor. You may place your tribute to our lost legend, Deborah Sinclair, on this rock. To your right.
Oh. Great. I'll get on with that in a minute. Who are you?
Name's Randy Malkins, president of the one and only SSS.
SSS?
Sinclair Saga Squad, of course. From whence do you hail, fair lady?
Oh, I live over in the city. Cassidy.
Ha! I mean, which fan club do you belong to?
Oh, Deb's Dynamic Devotees, of course.
Never heard of it. Must be local?
Yep. Yes, quite local. I'm Kathy, by the way. Kathy Rain.
Oh, that's a lovely name. It sounds like a character in a book.
Well, I certainly have days when I wish I was made up.
Whoa, that's deep.
Huh. Do you mind if I ask you a few things?
Always happy to talk to a fellow fan.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
Only that he took a legendary author away from us.
So, let's talk about Deborah.
My favorite topic. Don't mind if we do.
So, her death. Do you know what happened?
Well, I follow the news like everybody else. I didn't think much of the killings. These things happen. But never in a million years would I expect poor Deb to become a victim.
So, do you know the sequence of events exactly?
Supposedly, some maniac came out here and stabbed her, right in this cabin. No sign of a forced entry, so either the door was open or she let him in.
Any idea of who would want to do that to her? Did she have any enemies?
No, everybody loved Debbie. Whoever did this is a twisted, sick person.
We still have to consider the possibility that it was, one of us.
A fan? No way. I refuse to believe that.
Well, what about the fact that one of the victims was killed on the anniversary of Storm Chaser?
Yeah, that's an odd one. Not sure what to think, but in the end, only the killer knows why he chose that date.
Would anyone benefit from her death then? Some relative who would get the book royalties, maybe?
She had no close relatives, so I'm not sure who would be next in line. I'd be surprised if she had no written will, though. I bet most of that money will go to charity, benefiting Native Americans.
Do you know if Deborah was writing a new book when she died?
Oh, yes. Years in the making. Enshrouded in mystery. Now we'll never get to read it.
Do you know what it was about?
I wish, but no. Deb was tight-lipped about that one. All she stated publicly is that it wasn't a sequel.
Have you ever met Deborah in person?
Oh, for sure. A bunch of times. Only briefly, though. At fan gatherings, book signings, and things like that.
What's your favorite Deborah Sinclair book?
Oh, man. That depends on my mood. But I generally have a weak spot for her early experimental work, like Evermore and The Guidance.
Do you know anything about Jane Doe, one of the Soothsayer victims?
Oh, I don't know anything about those other victims. Sorry.
Do you know anything about scrying mirrors?
Not really. I just heard that they were connected to the murders.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
No siree. I'm a Buddhist.
Have you heard of the Azure Sky Motel?
Azure Sky. Azure Sky. Nope.
Have you heard of a drug called pyre?
Nope. Never heard of that.
Do you know who Hannah Verdue is?
Oh, sure. She's a leading figure in the Cassidy poetry scene. I always try to drop by the Club of Hearts when I'm in town.
Ah, I see. Have you met her?
An average guy like me? I wish. I've seen her from a distance in her club, but that's about it.
What's your opinion on the Club of Hearts?
Only that I love the place.
I don't need to ask him about that.
Okay.
That's a nice little shrine you've set up here.
Isn't it? People have come from all over the country to send Deborah off.
So, how long have you been parked here?
Let me think. 10 days-ish?
Holy crap. Well, that's some dedication, buddy.
Hey, thanks.
I don't want to ask him about that. I don't want to ask.
All right.
I wonder if there's still any of Deborah's mail in there.
I doubt it. If there was, the cops must have taken it.
So it would be pretty interesting to have a look inside the cabin, huh?
Oh, I have definitely entertained the thought. Who wouldn't want a closer look inside the famous cabin of Deborah Sinclair?
So why not? There's no one else here. I won't tell if you won't.
That's so? I'm not sure your intentions are pure. Maybe if I knew you were a true fan of Deborah Sinclair.
Oh, but I am. I told you. I'm a longtime member of Deb's Dynamic Devotees. You know, the old DDD.
Uh-huh. Then I guess you wouldn't mind answering a few questions about our favorite author. Now, would ya?
Of course not. That would be easy peasy for an avid fan like me.
I'm glad. Let me just dig out this old beaut for you then. Behold, the official SSS membership application form.
A written quiz? Are you fucking serious?
You chicken. Yeah, I figured you were just a poser.
Oh, shut up and give me that thing.
There you are. Let me know when you're ready to hand it in.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'll let you get back to your reading.
Don't be a stranger.
I guess I need to read up on Deborah. There's probably some useful information at the library. What do you make of this?
I know for certain that Deborah's adoptive father is Sebastian Willis Sinclair. I'm not sure how that relates to some kind of pseudonym, however. I can't shed much light on the other queries, but the computer at the end of the hall might be useful.
Got it. Thanks.
okay. So, in between installments of the Jenny Payne series, which we know is a trilogy, Deborah wrote 2 other books. What did those books have in common? We had found out some of her books. So, between installments of the Jenny Payne series. Also, what alternate pseudonym or pen name has Deborah Sinclair occasionally used? Hint, adoptive father. They're right, it is Sebastian Willis Sinclair, but Deborah Ghost wrote a chapter for a friend of hers in what novel? Complete Deborah's famous writer's block remedy. Gently daydreaming in a rocking hammock, surrounded by the smell of 1 and sipping a glass of 2. Okay, so here's the 3 Jenny Paynes. January 1985, 1989, and 1993. Storm Chaser is in between. It's an epic tale of a Native American warrior who sets out. Okay. And then... where are the other ones? Oh, this one's also in between. Native American tribeswoman. Okay. So... I guess Native Americans? What alternate pseudonym or pen name? There was Claire. It says the adoptive father. Oh. Oh yeah, so they had said that the dad was an author of sorts. Who's this D. Willis? I mean, this kind of checks out for her stuff. Fiercely independent woman. Okay. So what was that? D. Willis? Oh, let's try it. Deborah Ghost wrote a chapter for a friend of hers in what novel? I would say that the only other name that we had seen, which I don't know if that's a friend, but I guess we can always find out, was the author she co-wrote her autobiography with. That's the only other name I've seen. Stephen Collins. Oh. The book takes the form of a series of interviews by Sinclair's longtime friend and colleague. Okay. Oh. Well, Unbound, we know what that is. Uh-huh. Ghost written chapters. The Mauve Affair. Oh, and what? Oh, nice. Okay, so the Mauve Affair. I like the idea that I had this quiz and I should know these answers, and I ended up leaving and going to the library to answer these. And how is me leaving not suspicious to the guy? Okay. Well, since I can't read her autobiography, gently daydreaming in a rocking hammock. Like, was there a hammock at the cabin or something? Seems like it kind of can't hurt to go back to the cabin and take a look.
A healthy lavender plant. Smells nice.
Oh, wait. Surrounded by the smell of... Ooh, that's gotta be lavender, isn't it? I hope. Okay. Sipping on a glass of... Oh my god, that's in the newspaper, isn't it? Where was her stuff? Oh yeah! Yep, on tea. Yep. I'm gonna try it. I hope this man doesn't get angry at me.
Here, I finished your stupid quiz.
I'll be damned.
Told ya. Now, how can we get that door open?
Got the achievement A+, let's go.
Well, a spare key could be around here somewhere.
Yeah, any idea of where Debbie could have put it?
You know, this makes me think of Thorns of the Wild. When Johnny was trying to enter Miss Goodman's house, the key wasn't just put in a flower pot, it was buried in the dirt.
Well, it can't hurt to try.
Oh. Yeah, so investigator cabin. I still gotta talk to the Meadow too, but I guess let's focus on this.
Shoot, the cops didn't leave the door open. Just my luck, huh? Hey, Randy?
Yep.
So it would be pretty interesting to have a look inside the cabin, huh?
Oh, I have definitely entertained the thought. Who wouldn't want a closer look inside the famous cabin of Deborah Sinclair?
So why not? There's no one else here. I won't tell if you won't.
Well, a spare key could be around here somewhere.
Yeah, any idea of where Debbie could have put it?
You know, this makes me think of Thorns of the Wild. When Johnny was trying to enter Miss Goodman's house, the key wasn't just put in a flower pot, it was buried in the dirt.
Well, it can't hurt to try.
That's always my attitude about it. Oh.
I'll let you get back to your reading.
Don't be a stranger.
Moment of truth. Score.
Yikes.
Holy shit. I feel for you, Deborah. She was clearly stabbed when sitting here. The killer must have been showered in blood. In a remote place like this, I guess they had plenty of time to clean up and escape. Just some old, dusty decorations. I suppose the police didn't want to bother with bagging all of that. Nothing out of the ordinary except the obvious lack of kitchen knives. Guess the cops followed procedure on that one. I can't even see my reflection. The mirror is all smudged with fingerprint powder. I can see marks in the dust on the lower shelf, so the police probably took some items from here. If that was Deborah's, it would have been taken, so I guess one of Cassidy's finest had a severe case of the munchies.
Oh. Shiny object.
There's something shiny stuck here between the floorboards. Gah. Can't pry it with my bare fingers.
Oh, nice.
Whoa. It's an obsidian shard. This must be from the mirror left at the murder scene. This glass is really smooth. Might be worth dusting for prints. I lost my fingerprint kit a while back, but maybe I can get creative somehow. I don't think I'm carrying what I need, though. Not right now. Good idea, but I should powder it first.
Conveniently powder.
Looks like forensics left a little pile of fingerprint powder here. Let's keep things more sensible than that.
What? I thought you said about powdering the tape.
I don't think that would accomplish.
What?
I should have a closer look before I try and use any of my items with that.
Okay. I have no way of getting that powder to the item. Okay, definitely feeling I should have an item right now. Okay, dang. She said that she didn't have her kid anymore, which is fine, we have the tape, but what could get the powder? I don't even remember seeing that.
This might be useful.
Oh my god, I would have had that if I would have interacted with that. Dang it. Alright, well, I guess let's go back.
All right, I've got plenty of powder on the brush now. Wow, there's an actual print. All right, gotta be careful. There we go, nice clean print. I'll grab the shard too.
Oh, great.
Good day, officer.
Mr. Mulkins, the forensic seals have been broken. Are you responsible?
Me? Of course not. Look at me. Do you think I could even manage those stairs?
I will investigate. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, he's got a scary
As if
voice.
I'd get far. This thing ain't got a rocket engine strapped on the back, you know?
Ever the quipster, Mr. Mokins.
Oh boy, he
Shit.
coming.
I can't let him come in here and find me. Not enough space to hide under there.
I don't know where to hide. Not in the cupboard.
Phew.
Oh.
That was close. Even a die-hard city gal like me can't deny that view. The door's locked. I can see tea stains from 2 cups on this table. Did Deborah have a drink with her killer?
Interesting.
Better lock this up.
Close one, huh, Kathy?
Sure was. Thanks for the assist, Randy. You're the man.
Ah, shucks. Couldn't let a fellow fan get in trouble.
Oh, and by the way, did you check the mailbox?
Not yet, but that's not a bad idea.
Go for it. I'll keep watch.
It's got a lock on it. Guess Deborah didn't want people snooping through her mail.
Oh, we just don't have the key anymore? It's a lockpick.
Ugh, nothing but a stupid brochure inside. What a letdown.
Oh, it's for the national park. Meet your neighborhood rangers. Rob, Vic, Chief Walker, Eduardo, and Mike. See us in the wild? Don't be riled. We're here to help you enjoy Bear Creek.
These are the local rangers, huh? Probably not worth trying to question any of them right now. They're as likely to be tight-lipped about Deborah as the cops. I'll keep the brochure, though. It might be relevant later.
Okay.
Oh, my lord.
What? Did I step in something nasty on my way here?
Have you attended to your root chakra lately?
I can't say I've been keeping tabs on that one.
Oh, you're such a treasure. Oh, how do I put this? Your root chakra is dog shit.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
a really crappy chakra. If I was a doctor and we were talking about your knee or shoulder, I would suggest just cutting it off. Just cut it right off. It's that bad.
Tell me how you really feel.
Oh, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. My chakras are in balance, from my toes all the way to the top of my noggin.
That's just peachy. Look, Eileen told you I was coming, right?
Oh, you're her. Oh, that's marvelous. Oh, wow. Okay.
What the heck is going on?
I'm sorry, but I can't have such blatant discord in my home. Take this pendant, love. I need a single photograph of you wearing it. Lotus position. Find a place in nature touched by fire, earth, and wind.
I have no idea what you just said.
That's funny. See you later.
What a weirdo. If I want her help, I guess I need to find a spot to take that photo. Fire, earth, wind. In any case, I can't do much without my camera, so I should head to the office and pick that up first. I should grab this in case I need to snap some shots.
I'm gonna guess here because I can see there's wind, here's earth, and there was fire. I don't know. Gonna try it.
I already looked here. There's...
I know, girl.
Let's keep things more sensible than that.
Okay.
I don't want to waste film on...
What the heck? I'm trying to use it on you. I guess this isn't the place? But there's like the fire pit.
Nothing but...
Like, put it on.
What am I even...
Oh my god, girl. Yeah.
Earth and wind are present here, but I'm still missing some representation of fire. Not the worst idea. Some aspect of fire. I think Meadow wanted the place itself to be associated with fire, though. Not that I'm the actual source of the fire.
Associated with fire. But, like, someone was burned alive there. I don't... Can I not use it on the... Like, I literally can only use the lighter here.
No, I think That doesn't need a photo. I don't feel like
burning that. Okay. Trying to think. It's like a fire pit? Couldn't I just toss something in there?
Oh, I'm all about... Sure, Meadow wanted a photo of a place touched by fire, but I don't think she meant for me to actually start a fire. Finding a spot on the ground with traces of burning should be enough.
Oh my god, Kathy, come on now. Oh, that's so stupid. I wasn't close enough.
I thought earth and fire present here, but I didn't quite catch the wind.
How did you not catch the wind? There's wind behind you. What?
Oh my
god. What about that bird back there? Does that count?
I've got earth and fire present here, but I didn't quite catch the wind.
Oh, there it is. Her hair.
That should be
Yeah,
it.
nice.
I better get
Okay.
this back to
I
Meadow.
didn't even see that her hair was blowing until a second ago. Okay. Also, that is crazy that I was sitting like right here and it didn't count for the fire. Oh. Oh yeah, going to her. Here's your photo, lady. She just wanted a nice picture of Kathy.
Wow, look at you! You're positively glowing!
Thanks, I guess. I took that picture you wanted.
Oh, that's okay. I can see that your chakra is well taken care of. Oh, aren't you supposed to have scars, though?
Scars? What are you on about? I've got plenty of emotional ones, if that counts.
Oh, never mind. I must be confusing you with someone else. Have a seat, love.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
Quite the enigma, aren't they? A soothsayer is a seer, a pursuer of wisdom. An obsessive search for truth often leads down a dark and twisted path. Perhaps that is what happened to our killer?
So do you think the Soothsayer is legit? The business with the mirrors isn't just for show?
Oh, I'm just a silly Wicca. But wouldn't it be goofy to go through all of that trouble just to make everyone think there's something they're not?
Yeah, I guess. What do you know about Deborah Sinclair, the latest Soothsayer victim?
I don't stay up to date on murders and stuff like that. No offense.
Do you know the Azure Sky Motel?
Nope, not a motel enthusiast.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
No churches for me. Certified heathen over here.
Huh. We should form a club. Have you heard of a drug called pyre?
Nope. Good old shrooms are my kind of high.
Huh, I can see that. Not a fan of psychedelics myself. This gal's got a truckload of emotional baggage. Way too much fuel for bad trips. I don't want to ask. I see on this poster of yours that you're familiar with the Club of Hearts.
Yep. It's one of my favorite spots in the city.
Yeah? What's so great about it?
Oh, everything. The vibe, the poetry, the people.
Sounds interesting. I'm planning to check the place out tomorrow.
Oh, that's super neat. I'm sure it'll do wonders for your chakras. They're still pretty crappy, you know.
Yeah. I bet they are. Do you know who Hannah Verdue is?
Of course. She's the one and only queen of the Club of Hearts.
Yeah? Are you two friendly?
Oh no, I'm just a mere patron at her club. I would be surprised if she knew I existed.
I like that both her and the Deborah Sinclair dude, Randy, I think his name was, they were just like, oh no, I just see her from afar. I'm just a fan or whatever.
So, Eileen tells me you know a thing or two about scrying mirrors?
You could say that. I am a practicing clairvoyant. What do you want to know?
What can a scrying mirror be used for?
A scrying mirror is a powerful artifact that can be used to channel the astral realm, perform divination, and even commune with spirits.
Ah, can you walk me through your scrying process?
Sure. First off, the room should be dimly lit, preferably by candlelight. I like to use sage smoke to cleanse the air, and then I establish a protective circle to keep any negative energies at bay. I gently place the mirror in a steady position where I can look into it without using my hands. I make sure that the surface is clean and polished. I sit down, relax, calm my thoughts, and close my eyes. I visualize my intent, the knowledge I seek. When I'm ready, I open my eyes and gaze through, not into, the mirror.
I see. And this is when you're supposed to get the visions?
With some patience, yes. The scrying is not always successful, mind you. Spirits are a fickle bunch.
Why is obsidian used in traditional scrying mirrors?
Because of its rich mystical potency, of course. Obsidian is strongly grounded in the astral plane, which makes it ideal not only as a vessel for divination, but also for protecting the scryer and cleansing any negative energies.
So it's pretty much spiritual duct tape?
Spot on, sister.
Where can I get a scrying mirror?
You're in luck. I have a spare one right here. Someone I don't like left it after a botched divination, so I'm totally fine with giving it to you and pretending I never saw it.
Sure. Thanks.
Oh, and just so you know, this is just made of painted glass. All serious practitioners use obsidian mirrors, so don't expect too much, okay?
I'll try to keep my expectations in check. Can we do a scrying session together?
Sure. I charge $250 per session. I can pen you in next week?
I think I'll pass on that one. I see on this poster of yours that you're familiar with...
Yep.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Sounds interesting.
Oh, that's super neat.
Yeah. Time for me to go. See ya.
Bye now.
It's getting late. I better get back to the office so I don't end up missing Josh.
Hey, gorgeous.
Oh, hey, Josh. Come on in. How are you, bud? Everything going okay over at the precinct?
I guess. Things are tense. The higher-ups are breathing down our necks with all this Soothsayer bullshit.
Yeah, I can imagine. But don't you worry. I'm gonna get the Soothsayer out of your hair.
That so? You know something we don't?
Maybe. Let's start with a few questions.
This should be good.
So, the Soothsayer. Got any juicy inside info to share?
I wish, but the press is all caught up with me now. I'm not part of the task force, so...
Ah, they're keeping things compartmentalized?
To the extreme. After the press leaks, they put a big lid on the case. Everything's handled on a need-to-know basis.
I see. The feds still aren't involved, though, are they?
Nah, not last I heard. The chief fought tooth and nail for that.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair?
Like I said, I'm out of the loop on the Soothsayer. I can't give any details on that.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Not much. I didn't even know they existed before they popped up in relation to the killings.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
Not really. I just know it was where one of those murders took place.
Are you familiar with the Azure Sky Motel?
I am, but only in the context of the Soothsayer case. I'm sure you know those details already.
So, you're in the drug unit. You must have heard of Pyre.
Yeah, that's an odd one. Novel narcotic. highly hallucinogenic.
What is pyre exactly?
It's a new product, so we don't have a chemical breakdown yet, but early analysis suggests a synthetic compound. It's usually encapsulated in pills, but supposedly some injected too.
What do you know about the origins of pyre?
Less than I'd like. We suspect it's locally made, but that's just our working theory based on the territory we found it in.
And what territory is that?
Within the city limits and surrounding areas.
Do you have any leads on the pyre dealers?
Nope, and not for lack of trying. These fuckers are friggin' Houdinis. Every meth head has a story about them stranger than the next. Alien abductions, government experiments, you name it.
Huh. What do you think the deal is, personally?
My gut feeling is that this is a new actor on the scene, and they're being real careful not to rustle any feathers.
Whose feathers? Rival gangs?
Yep. My informants tell me that there are some bad people out for blood. They don't like competition.
Interesting. Someone told me that pyre was handed out for free. Is there any truth to that?
Yeah, I've heard similar stories. I wouldn't read too much into it, though. Things like that are common business tactics in these circles.
What about pyre being connected to the Soothsayer killings?
That's news to me, but they have seniors from narcotics on the task force, so it's possible they're looking at that angle.
Do you know who Hannah Verdue is?
Sure. Rich socialite with ties to organized crime. She's been on our radar for a while now.
Interesting. Can you elaborate?
I've already said too much.
I don't want to ask.
I like how Rachel's on the list, but like I haven't been talking to anybody about her because she's just like a random woman at this point.
Do you know the Club of Hearts?
Yeah, I'm aware of it. Never seen the place myself, though.
Not yet. I picked up some clues today that I think
Oh yeah, that's right, I can do this.
I need to ask you a favor. I've got this print that I need to run.
Oh, yeah? This have something to do with the Soothsayer?
The less you know, the better, I think.
Sounds like a risky proposition. What's in it for me?
Well, this girl would be very, very grateful.
That's so? Well, if you put it that way...
Great. Here it is.
Okay. No guarantees, though. And it'll take time. Like I said, things are tense at the station right now.
I have faith in you, Josh. I could, but I think I'd rather keep that to myself for the time being. It's the one clue advantage I have over the cops right now. I don't want to show...
Cute photo. What's the story?
Too silly to say out loud. Let's just say it's me going above and beyond for a case. I don't want to show...
Those aren't your usual colors, are they?
Yeah, normally I wouldn't be caught dead wearing something like this. What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Not much. I didn't even know they existed before they popped up in relation to the killings.
Thanks for stopping by. I have some other things I need to deal with now.
Already? Aren't you a busy bee? Nightcap before I go?
Oh, I wish, but one drink turns into multiple, and you know, this gal ain't got no time for that.
You're no fun. Well, later, babe.
See ya.
See ya.
Okay, that's sorted. It might be worthwhile to head over to Lucas. Maybe he's had more luck with some of the clues that led nowhere for me.
As much as I want to head over to Lucas to continue this, because this day has been going so long, I actually think I'm gonna quit out. Let's put you under the same name that I did last time. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we saved it. We're good. Nice. Oh, I love that it's nighttime in the game and so then it's nighttime in the menu. Love that. Okay. Alrighty. So that was the first stream of Kathy Rain 2. Really liking the direction it's going right now. I'm quite excited to just continue this and keep finding out more about these victims and the Soothsayer and everything. And that makes sense why it's called Kathy Rain 2 Soothsayer. Didn't realize that it was about a serial killer. So yeah, I will be returning to this game on Monday. But tomorrow, Saturday, what would it be? February 7th, I will be doing a co-op stream of Ranch Simulator with monkey ears. That'll probably be tomorrow night at some point. I'm not exactly sure a time, but we'll be there. So tune in for a co-op stream of Ranch Simulator with monkey ears. See you guys then. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you next time.